Well, hi, babies. Hi. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is a timeless message, so take what resonates, leave the rest, use your own discernment, and, yeah, so is general, so whatever. I have to kind of rush into it, so sorry, guys. The song I got on shuffle is Convoy by C.W. McCall. C.W. McCall. This is a fun one. All right. Breaker 19. This here's Rubber Duck. You got a copy on me, Pigpen. Come on. Yeah, 10-4. Pigpen for sure, for sure. By golly, it's clean and clear to Flagtown. Come on. And that's a big 10-4 there, Pigpen. Yeah, we definitely got the front door. Good buddy. Mercy sakes alive. Look like we got us a convoy. Was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and Jimmy hauling logs. He was heading for Baxter on I-10, about a mile out of Shaky Town. There's so much code. By a mile out of Shaky Town, I says Pigpen, and here's Rubber Duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down, because we got a little old convoy. Oh wait, because we got a little old convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a little old convoy, ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on, join our convoy, ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We gotta roll this truckin' convoy across the USA. Convoy. Yes. I'm trying to decide. I looked up like trucker lingo, but you know, I don't want to waste too much time here. But so what I'm getting from this song here so far is once again, we're being called to connect with people. And this song's about like avoiding truckers avoiding the scales, the waste scale stations, so they don't have to weigh their trucks and like I don't remember, and you know, get inspected or whatever. So they may be doing something illegal. I don't know. It's not clear. Well, obviously that's illegal, but you know, it's not. It's like Eastbound and Down when they're taking beer to the places where they had I can't think of the word. It starts with a P. Prohibition, something. You know, someone can tell me in the comments. Y'all are smart. So it's not clear what they're doing, but I think they're just trying to get through and not waste time. And so that's telling me them Smokies as thick as bugs on a bumper. Okay, I gotta look up Smokey. A police officer known for wearing a campaign hat very similar to that included. Oh, okay, a stater. Hang in there with me, guys. Hang in there. I'm all over the place. Sorry. They even had a bear in the air. So they're like running from the cops. Because a bear in the air is a police helicopter. I says, calling all trucks, this here's Rubber Duck. We about to go a hunting bear. Because we got a great big convoy rocking through the night. So people were like joining as they were going through. I like skipped some of the song, but like people are like joining. And like people kept adding to the convoy throughout the song. And so like, and they're putting the hammer down, skipping these chicken coops, which are the scale stations. And so they're being rebellious. They're breaking the rules. They're not falling to what they're being told. And we have the Ace of Jugs fell out. Like, I picked up the deck and it like jumped out as I started, as I picked it up before I hit shuffle, or I mean, hit play. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. And then we got the Six of Wands in reverse. So that's telling me, instead of trying to do things alone, because like Ace of Jugs is like, you know, community, new emotions, new connection, new love, those type of things. Instead of like trying to do this alone and, you know, not want people to join what you got going on or add to it, it would be more beneficial and to like swallow your, see, you might have some pride or ego involved in it, like, oh, you don't want somebody to mess up what you got going on, but like numbers is always better. And so like that Six of Wands in reverse is like maybe swallowing your pride and allowing like new people to come into your life and add to what you have going on. Convoy. Oh. And we have the Emperor at the bottom. So like maybe you, that's telling me like, oh, well, I need to be the leader. I need to be this. I need to be that. Instead of like having that like control, be more of like, it's a suggestion, obviously, do whatever you want with you know, with your life. Be more willing to hear others' opinions, you know, if you're working together, or just like, like how, okay, so the guy, Rubber Duck, he kind of started it all because he contacted the dude on the CB and was like, hey, Pigpen, this here's Rubber Duck. Maybe you're being called to take control and help these convoys get together. At 444 on my clock, help these convoys get together, help these people get together, and, you know, hey, like, go out of your way, out of your ego, and being like, hey, I think you're great. You want to hang out? You want to do this with this? Like, or, you know, as you start trusting your intuition more and more, you can see through people, you can see who they are, and you see these wonderful, great people, and they're on the same vibe as you, they're on the same plan as you. It's like, we're not, you know, with them breaking the rules and stuff, that's breaking away from the control, the powers that were, you know, the control, the manipulation, you know, that like trying to like not let you think for yourselves and stuff like that. So you might already be in that energy of like your sovereignty, your autonomy, thinking for yourself, but that might, with that extreme belief, which yes, have your own autonomy and thinking for yourself and all that, going up against people like the controlling people, controlling powers that were the enemy, that may push, you might accidentally push people away because you're like, well, I don't want to be with any sheeple, like sleeple, you know, I don't, when in fact, like, you could help lead others to the promised land, if you will, like, to, because the whole reason they're trying to skip the scale stations is so they don't have to like slow down. That's what I'm getting, at least. So by you getting other people together and, you know, inviting others through, it was funny, I looked up and it was 911 on the clock, and it, you know, it's them running away from the cops. By you getting people together, and you can help them push through and raise in vibration sooner and step into their power and their own sovereignty sooner. So maybe you're being called to actually help others through this. But I keep getting that, especially with this Six of Wands in reverse, Six of Chilies technically in this deck, and the Emperor is like, yes, you need to be a leader, but you also have to be willing to hear other people's stories and like opinions and let them try other things. Like, you can't just, because you stepping into that controlling energy of like, oh, well, it needs to be this way. You're acting just as the powers that were, just as the controlling entities of our world were. So you're stepping into that lower vibration of controlling people. You have to let them figure it out themselves. You can guide them, and your willingness to hear what their side is too, or like what their beliefs are, and just letting them have that, because that's the whole point. You can think whatever you want, you can believe whatever you want, and that's okay. But make sure that you're not stepping into that controlling energy of like, oh, well, you need to believe it in this way exactly, or however. I hope that's making sense. Convoy. Anything else? We got a great big convoy, ain't she a beautiful sight? And this is like to fight up against so with joining forces and getting into your little convoy, your great big convoy, and finding out like, hey, we all have like common ground, we all want to be on the same vibe, and that's is averting the word I want to use? Is that the right word? Yeah, I think that's the word. Yeah, averting from the control forms, the people that try to tell you how to think, try to tell you how to live and control you in any way. That's you all want that. You all want to have your own freedom, your own ability to think how you want, live how you want, within reason, like, but don't be out there taking lives for no, I mean, do what you will, just within reason. Within a code of some sort. The trucker code, why not? Don't be ratting each other out now. And with this, that gives, your willingness to swallow your pride or this ego, or, I'm a lone wolf, I think for myself and everyone else is sleeple, sheeple. By, kind of swallowing that and realizing we are better in numbers, we are better together, no matter what our beliefs are, as long as we understand that it's not, a good example is in this song, it's the people against the police. Like, I don't like using that reference because I don't stand with that, but just, using that as an example, it's like the people versus, the control, people versus the manipulation, the enemy. And by realizing, yeah, it's not, you're not separate. Yeah, you have different beliefs, but you're allowed to have sovereignty. You're allowed to think for yourself. And you're meant to bring people together because you have, for one, you've been on the spiritual journey and working on yourself. And that's going to help because you've experienced things before, and you can share your experience with people and bring them together. And you can use your intuition, be like, yes, these people would be great for this convoy, this group, and, start getting together and coming into community and being like, yeah, so you see somebody out, expressing themselves in any sort of way, support it. Instead of, people are like, shut up, like, or calling the police, whatever weird stuff. And that's going to bring a new beginning with this Fool card and the Devil in reverse of like freedom, and lead by example of like not judging another person for their beliefs. And that's going to break these chains of the enemy, because that's what's been pinning us against each other is the enemy, because we are stronger in numbers. We're stronger when we're meant to be in unity, despite any beliefs, any of that. And by breaking those chains and those barriers and stepping into a new beginning, despite what has happened in the past, and working through, like, I mean, obviously there's lots of people out there that are just straight on demon time, like, oh, you don't believe in this? Well, you're a piece of shit. You know, whatever. Or a good example would be politics, of course. That's a big one, because that's how they keep the powers that were the enemy. That's how they keep the that card right there. That's how they keep us in a unempowered state, is by fighting each other versus the enemy. So, you know, start leading by example, and, you know, having these conversations if you need, of, you know, I respect that. And, you know, showing, even if someone gets so heated, staying cool and be like, yeah, I totally respect your opinion, but this is mine, you know, by reaching these opportunities where it's a lot of friction and stuff like that, with a higher vibe of like, you know what, I see your divinity. That's all I see. You know, yes, you have your opinions. I respect it. You're allowed to think for yourself, but I see your divinity, and I'm not gonna, you know, tell you to never talk to me again, unless they're like straight up disrespectful. But then that's why you say it's not because of your beliefs, it's because you're being an asshole. So, like, by saying like, oh yeah, you know, I respect you as a person, whatever, however it needs to happen, that's biting your, you know, fighting your ego and coming up against that, the ways things used to be, these old patterns of like, oh, if you don't believe what I believe in, then you're not for me, or whatever. It's really, I'm trying to, like, it's all this information. Of course, I'm like, I get this download when I'm trying to like rush. Like, I literally have to end this right now, pretty much. But I'm gonna pull an oracle card on that. This is like such a heavy topic, and I'm like, okay, so I have to do it in 17 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah. So unknown gift here. As soon as you step into this emperor power, emperor energy, and take control, not take control, but like stand up and start bringing people together and recognizing the divinity in people, changing these narratives, these conversations, and, you know, diffusing situations, be like, cool, I respect you, whatever. It's us against the enemy. It's not you against me. That's going to help people claim their power, and you claim your power. So you're meant to lead. This is your unknown gift of your ability to lead people to claim their power. And that's by showing up in a loving and firm way. A leading by example would be like, yeah, I believe in whatever I believe in. So what? But I respect you still. Man, I hope this message is making sense. I gotta go, babies. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Get on that convoy. Bye.